mellow right now. Sleeping, body acting weird on me. No matter sometimes how much rest I still feel tired, but I've been training so hard for the last year. Seriously, man. I'm just always tired. But I'm having a month off because I got a knee injury. And hopefully pray for me. Pray, please. There's nothing wrong in praying for someone, you know. What can you lose? What can you lose? I feel a bit stupid for a bit. But, you know what I mean? I believe in prayers, man. Because, I mean, what's dreams? You know what I mean? Dreams are like different beings in your dreams and that. Who are they? Who constructs your dream? Do you know what I mean? Who tells you to bring in your family from years ago? You know what I mean? There's spirits, you know what I mean? And they're here right now listening in this room. It's a big mystical world. It was blue a minute ago. What happened there? Alright. Anyway, I really shouldn't do this. I'm going to start rehearsing my talks. I'm going to start writing shit down because obviously the more on point I am is the more potency, you know, the more venom. Not venom, but more potency. But my video today is on the black civilization, the Egyptian pyramids, and just that basically. Because I did a video and I watched it and I was talking a lot of stupidness really. I wasn't there, I was somewhere else. I don't know what made me put the name Black People and Pyramids, but this video is about Black People and Pyramids, Egypt. Okay, boom. Black People and Pyramids. Pyramids, Egypt. Egyptian time, like, supposed to be, what, 4,000 years ago, I think? I'm not sure, I think it's 4,000 years, but even so, it's a very long time ago. It's before the calendar. Before the calendar, which is 2,000 years. Now, these people made this building, and how they made it was precise. So precise that today, with all our technology, we cannot make those pyramids. Yeah? And it's quite obvious to me as a thinker. Thinker's like a singer, you know. You can't be born to be a singer. Not everyone could be a singer. You got to be born to be a singer, and I think you got to be born to be a thinker. And I'm a thinker. And basically, these people who made the pyramids, people are a bit lost. People are really lost. I mean, professional people, scientists, even thinkers. Most people in these suits and ties on TV, talking about things. You get the odd conscious person who comes up with some information that is not just meaningful, but very on point. They've given it mad thought. I mean, these thoughts I've had, it's not like, oh, I just had a thought last night. And that's how people respond. When they hear these things that they don't familiarise themselves with and they don't understand, they have a 2-second thought and say, that's rubbish. But they don't think about it and think about it and think about it. But most of the people who come up with these deep, philosophied answers and questions are people who have been thinking about these subjects probably all their life or half their life. And not just 10 minutes, not just an hour, talking the whole day, their whole existence, everything. They question everything. That's a thinker. Question everything, all day, every day. Always thinking, always. So it's like, not education, it's more powerful than education, because education is like from 9 to 5. And then you leave and you may do some homework and then you want to escape from that. You want to escape, you want to watch Housewives or whatever and all that garbage to escape from it. And thinkers are constantly thinking, probably even in their dreams. They may not be thinking, but they may get visions. So it's constant thinking, constant thinking. like the Rastafarians. Constantly thinking, constantly meditating. That's why I always big up Rastafari. Rastafari to me seem the closest to what we were at the beginning of time, which when that's the sort of people who made the pyramids, and you gotta check it. What made this is why I say these philosophers and people talking on these subjects of Egypt and pyramids are not really on point at all. They just gone to college, got a lot of information, remembered it, and told you about it. But the thinkers who I aspire to. Now, people are solely focused on the tools and their capabilities, physical capabilities. Yeah? But you got to think about it. Yeah? That race, which was a black race, what were their beliefs? How was they living? How was they eating? How did they respond with one another? How did they raise their kids? How did they pray? What did they believe in? Did they eat animals? Were they vegetarian? Um, was there any homosexuals? Was there any lesbians? Was there any people with body dysfunctions? Did they you know only have sex to have kids? Did or yeah, I would believe that. Because at the end of the day, there's so much. If you've got a world which you're in total bliss, meaning every time you wake up, you're happy to be alive like a kid. You don't need to have sex every weekend. Do you know what I mean? Because you are got the world. God has given you the world to discover. You got cannabis. You got fruits. You've got magic mushrooms. You got all these things that enhance your life, and you know the reason why you're doing it because you're connected with God. So this is my belief on how the pyramids was possible to be made by this black nation, and I'm going to go further into this. There's a part two, and I'm going to probably continue this video. I don't know, I've got 7 minutes so far, but basically it's like this. The reason I believe these people could make the pyramids, I don't believe there was a nation that ate their animals. And I believe if aliens was to come here, I don't believe they would be a species that could eat the animals. Because it just ain't logical. Animals, eating animals, godly is not godly. You're going to have a disconnection with God through that. Because you're killing, you're eating flesh. And as some people said, they hold consciousness. And do they? It's a bit obvious. You know what I mean? I don't know if how the consciousness is held, but they did hold consciousness. That's a fact. They had dreams. You know what I mean? They had probably favorite foods. They had friends. They had family. Do you know what I mean? Did they not have family, or did they not have family? So there's so much to it. But also, also, I don't believe they had any gays or homosexuals. I think gays and homosexuals. I don't blame. You can't hate a gay or homosexual. Do you know why you cannot hate a gay or homosexual? Because they didn't choose to be gay or homosexual. It's a it's an affection of the world. The world is overpopulated. Therefore, the reaction of that, if you have, there's always a reaction to everything. If I throw something at a window, the window cracks. I have a cracked window. You can't hate the window for being cracked. It's just happened. It didn't ask for it to happen. It happened. Yeah, you can hate the person who did it. It's like you can hate mankind for being stupid and just having kids after kids after kids after kids in a system where people have 3 kids, and then people have 9 kids, and all this stupidness when the world is overpopulated, and it's not even a nice place to bring a kid. I wouldn't bring a kid into this world. I hope I don't. I really hope I don't. But as you get older, we get more stupid. So you never know. But homosexuality. If you put a road in the earth, do you know fawns come out? Fawns. Well, so it seems. Every time I go past motorways, I see a load of fawns. Which you know what fawns are, right? Pricks flowers that have like a barbed wire sort of effect, so you can't grab it. You'll cut your fingers. Um, so that's the reaction of making roads, because I believe the trees are supposed to connect together, but they don't connect because the roads in the way, and it causes thorns. So it's the same with the world. If the world is overpopulated, the only way you can control this thing is for people to start, having it's kind of a misfunction. I don't think it was God's intention, I believe, because as he said, I mean, if I was gay, if I was gay, I would go celibate personally, as a thinker and a believer in the creation, and it just makes sense. I mean, you're not supposed to do it. I mean, if you was, there would be bodily functions for that, and plus you'll be able to make life. Do you know what I mean? But like I'm saying, I'm not having any hatred towards gays. I used to, because I'm a Jamaican. I used to go to the dances, and it was burn Batman and Batman for dead and boom bye bye and a Batman, and I was like, yeah, just young and naive, and just a follower like most people are. That's the reasons. We all really good people. I mean, babies don't have problems. Anyway, this is 11 minutes, and I'm gonna try and finish this video. If you can, try and watch. I mean, it's up to you anyway. I'm not gonna force nothing.